Hey everybody, today we are making burritos, wet burritos. We have all of our seasonings lined up on the counter, and I will be going over everything as we go along. So first I need you all to get some potatoes cut up, small, into little cubes. We need to cut up some onion. We're going to use garlic and ground beef to start. So first we're going to take the onion and the garlic into a saute pan with a little butter, or I'm using grapeseed oil. Okay, so first we're going to saute the onions. I'll saute them about a couple of minutes, not even a couple of minutes, because then we're going to add the garlic. Just saute them a little bit with some grapeseed oil, olive oil, whatever oil you choose to use. And then we're going to add some garlic. I'm going to eyeball it. Make sure you do not burn the garlic. Garlic is not good when you burn it. Do that about 10 seconds until it starts smelling really, really good. Once you start smelling the onion and the garlic together, you're going to add your ground beef. While the ground beef is cooking, this pan back here not below, what am I talking about? We're going to add the potatoes to boiling water. I know y'all saying potatoes. Yes, potatoes in the burrito. I've been letting them sit and soak so they won't be so starchy. Now we're going to have those potatoes in this boiling water for about 8 to 12 minutes. Then we're going to start to mash the ground beef. And we're going to brown it until it's all done with no pink. I'm going to turn the heat back up to about medium. Make sure that you are smashing. I don't know if you have one of these little meat mashers to take your spatula or whatever you have to make your ground beef into smaller pieces. And once we get everything all combined and no more pink, we're going to drain the ground beef, the onions and the garlic, and we're going to season it and add our potatoes to the mixture. This little gadget is so handy. Oh, I wish I could smell this house. It smells so good. Nothing like onions and garlic sauteing together. And imagine, we hadn't even added any seasonings yet. But it smells delicious. Whoever came up with this gadget, they should be a millionaire by now, because this is perfect for mashing your meat and making it small. Let's check our potatoes. We don't want them mushy. We just want them soft, because they're going to continue to cook once we put the burritos in the oven, okay? Okay, while this ground beef is continuing to cook, we are going to take our peppers. Our dried peppers, I've already took the seeds and the veins out. We're going to turn it on high because we want to soften them up. So I'm going to add them, let me move the knife, into hot water so we can get them soft, because we're going to blend them up, and that is going to be the sauce for our burritos. Alright. Alright, and let's check on this ground beef over here. Okay, it looks like it's no more pink. Now I'm going to drain this ground beef, and we're going to come and season it and add our potatoes. Okay, no more pink. I'm going to drain it and let you all see what it looks like. Now that we have the meat drained, we're going to add the potatoes. Well, no, I'm going to add the seasoning first. Black pepper to your liking. Ground cumin to give it this Mexican flavor. Can y'all ignore the background noise? That's my child. We're going to add some salt. A little accent. You can add more garlic. I think I'm going to add a little bit more garlic. And we're going to use garlic powder. And now we're going to add the potatoes. Add the potatoes. We're going to give this a stir. Remember, when you're cooking, you always add seasoning to each layer. Oh my God, this is going to be so good. Now I'm going to give it a taste to make sure we don't need anything else. I think we need a little bit more salt. A little salt, a little accent. Accent brings out the flavor in whatever you're cooking. I know they tell you, oh, no MSG, blah, blah, blah. No. I'm going to add a little paprika to it. This is smoked paprika. Just give it a little color. Oh. Okay. So this is going to be the filling for the burritos. Now, I'm going to turn this off. This is our filling and it's done. Remember, we did onion, garlic, potatoes, little seasoned salt. No, excuse me, not seasoned salt. Regular salt, cumin, black pepper, smoked paprika. I'm going to turn this off because it's done. Oh my God, I'm making a mess over here, y'all. Right now, we are softening the peppers up so we can make our sauce. I'm going to add them to the blender and make them smooth so we can have our sauce for the burritos, okay? And I'll be back once they get soft, okay? It takes about 7-8 minutes for them to get really small and soft. Okay. Now we're gonna get the peppers out of the water and put them into the blender so we can get them smooth. And we're gonna use a little of this water to mix in here. Add a little of this water. Oh my God, these pans are so, oh my God, I'm making a mess, y'all. Real cooking over here, real cooking. It's just water, we're just gonna get it up. And this time, I'm not gonna try to pour it. I am going to dip it out. And probably like a cup or half a cup, just to make it smooth. And we're gonna take it over here to the blender. Put the top on it. I wonder why it's not coming on here all the way. Alright, I know y'all don't want to hear this noise, so I'll be back when I get them smooth, okay? I put it on smoothie. Look at it. I'm going to leave it on here for about 3 minutes to make sure everything is good and smooth and incorporated. And now that we got everything all smooth and incorporated with the peppers, I put some oil in here. Whatever oil you use. I'm using grapeseed oil. I'm going to turn the eye up. And now we're going to add some flour. I lost my spoon, y'all. Y'all know what happened to my spoon. I think Angel came in here and got it. So we're going to add some flour. And we're going to cook this out. I may need a little bit more flour. I'm going to move this away from the heat and get some more flour. This is really great. Oh, there go my spoon. Okay. It was up under the tortilla. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more flour because that's not enough. I do eyeball everything. I don't have no measurements, but if you all know how to make gravy, then you know how to do what I'm doing. And if you don't know how to make gravy, just watch. You want to make a paste. And you want to cook it until the flour taste is out. Couple of minutes, not even a couple of minutes. Until we get the flour taste out. And we are going to add the pureed peppers. And stir and stir and stir. Turn it back down. And I'm going to add water to this to get the remaining peppers out of the blender. Pull the rest out. And stir. And stir. And stir. And stir. And next we're going to add, the chicken bouillon. And I use this one by Maggie. And we're going to add some more black pepper. And we're going to stir. Just depending on how many burritos you're going to make. This is the sauce. I think I'm going to add a little bit more water. Just a little. And we're still using the blender. Put that in there. And stir. And we're gonna let this simmer for another like 6 minutes. It's good. Now, the final thing is we're gonna take Mexican oregano and rub it together. It brings out the flavor. And just use about a handful. Mix it up. And then let it simmer. And as it's simmering, I need you to keep coming in and stirring it up. Make sure nothing is sticking, okay? My house smells amazing, amazing, amazing. Yep, we're going to simmer this and then we're going to assemble. I already have my oven preheated on 380. We're going to let this simmer and then I'm going to show you how to roll the burritos up, okay? Okay, now that the sauce is ready, I'm going to turn it down. Well, turn it off actually. And now we are going to roll up the burritos. I have the oven on preheat. It tastes so good. I wish y'all can smell my house. My house smells amazing. I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit. I'm gonna heat up the tortilla, and then I'm gonna show you all how to roll them. Okay. Okay. So now the first thing we're gonna do is add a little sauce to the bottom of the pan. Spread it out. All right, and then we are going to take. Sorry, I don't mean to make y'all drunk. So we're gonna take, I'm using my hands, yes. Some filling. My hands are clean, and guess what? This is my house. So get over it. For the cheese lovers, different hand. Add some cheese, whatever cheese you like. I'm using what I have on hand, this Mexican and mild cheddar. We're gonna do this. Make sure that your tortillas are warm because it's easier to fold, okay? We fold them and sit them in the pan. Put however much filling you want. I think this time I'm gonna use a spoon. My hands feel a little nasty. But once again, it's my house. Add the filling. Add your cheese. Oh my God, it's gonna be so good. And wrap, fold. And this one is coming loose, so we're gonna flip it over. And repeat. Repeat, repeat, repeat.
That was on me, that was me.
Add your cheese. And you can also roll these up. Freeze them. Take your sauce and freeze it in a Ziploc bag. We're gonna fold. Roll, 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 roll. Oh my God, this is gonna be so good. Repeat. Just depends on how many you know, how big your family is and how many you're making. Cheese. Cheese. Fold in. And roll over. It's really simple. Some people like to put onions and everything in it, but keep it simple. If you have kids, a lot of them don't like all of that anyway. That way at the end you can make it like you want to. You can add everything. Tomatoes, salsa, avocado, whatever you like. And I'm gonna put one, two, I think two more. Well, one more. Cheese. My stomach is growling. I can't wait to eat this. Fold, wrap, 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 wrap. Now, we're gonna pour the sauce on top. Make sure when you're pouring the sauce that you make sure you get the ends. so they don't be all crunchy. Make sure you pour enough. Oh my God, this is gonna be so good. And the reason why I call them wet burritos because you want to make sure that they are wet. Make sure you get the ends. That's very important because you don't want them to get crisp up in the oven. Make sure you get the ends. I said that how many times? So that means it's really important that you get the ends. If you used up all the sauce, just take this and with the ends. So I'm gonna take a spoon and make sure I get the ends all covered. Let's see if I can find a spoon. You know what? I'm gonna get a measuring cup. Get the ends. Make sure it's smothered. These are smothered burritos. And what you're gonna do now is add your favorite cheese. I'm gonna use the same cheese. Okay. The sauce is so good. I keep tasting it. And we're gonna cover it with cheese. So basically now what you're doing is making sure that everything is warm on the inside, because everything is cooked. I'm gonna mix the cheeses. Oh my God, this is gonna be so good. Now we're gonna pop it in the oven. I got my oven on 380. Put it in the oven and then we're gonna plate it. I'll be back once it's done, okay? I'll be back shortly. So here's the finished product. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let me know if you're using my recipe. Have a good day. It's Gigi.